Here's the Crf80f. It's a 2006 model. It's first, or I'd say big bike that I got. Clutch. It's the F version. So the suspension, you can get different suspension, stiffer and everything, but it's not really adjustable on the fly. Got some chain and sprockets. What would you say about it, Gunner? You want to sit on it? Are you on your tiptoes? You're flat foot.
Well, kind of, but I'm
About how tall are you?
4'7".
4'7", 8". They can stand just about flat-footed with both feet on.
You usually sit and stand good.
What would you say the difference between, you've ridden this bike some, haven't you, Zane?
Yeah.
This bike, the kids probably, I mean, this is the bike that we got to learn the clutch when Caden was kind of outgrowing that
70.
that 70. This 80 came along with a clutch, and I guess this is the first bike that both of them learned how to use a clutch on. What would you say the difference between a 65, your 2-stroke 65 and an 84 stroke? What do you say the difference is?
The 65.
Which one do you like better?
Well, this one for sure, or for like easy, or this one's fun for like. I've never really ridden it through trails or anything. I've just ridden it around the yard and stuff, but I haven't ridden it much. I've ridden it some and stuff, but it's a good like learn like the clutch and everything, because it doesn't have like, if you dump it, it won't pop a wheelie and throw you off the back or whatever.
It's not a whole lot of power, so if you do dump the clutch like he's saying, might do a little wheelie, but it's probably not going to throw you off.
Back real hard.
Very smooth power.
Well, we've had it for a few years.
This one's carbureted, and it's doesn't have electric start. You gotta kick it, but it's air cooled, so you don't have to worry about that. But you'd have to air filter, carburetor, and chain, and it'll run forever.
It's a good bike now. If you want to go real fast, the 65s, they're faster than this and stuff. But this, if you're looking more towards the trail riding and just going and doing like some of the trails and stuff and doing all that kind of stuff, this is a good bike, and it's just smooth and it has good suspension. And well,
Topped out, I've gotten 53 out of it. And it's a little bit faster than a 110, but I mean,
how many gears does it have?
it's got
Like 4 or 5.
four gears. It's 1 down and 3 up. Neutral's in between, down and up, just like all the other ones. 65 has 6 gears, but it's got a little bit more pep to it too.
This has just like, it doesn't have any like the 65 has a power band, so once you get into almost full throttle, it'll get up and just go. But this it has smooth power the whole way through. And have you ever put it on the track thing?
This is pretty decent on the track.
It has a good amount of
Stock exhaust. It's not very loud. Pretty quiet.
Here's my take on the 80. A lot of kids have got 110s. These are the 80s. Once again, if you got a kid that likes to ride everything, that doesn't just want to do one track mind, I want to race or I want to be on a track. If you've got a kid that likes to do everything, the 110s, the 80s. The 80s is a great bike. This is the big wheel version. Like I say, it gives you a little bit more clearance. First bike with the clutch. Kids get to learn transition into that. real smooth power. Doesn't have a power band like the 65 or like your 2-strokes. I'm comparing it to the 65, but
I was about to say
65 will walk the dog on this bike as far as the speed and power. But this is a great bike. Like I say, great bike all around. Take it to the track, take it to a trail ride, take it mountain riding, take it anywhere. It's got a long wheelbase. I mean, we'll take this bike as an extra bike sometimes. I even ride this bike still with the kids, you know, just tooling around. Everybody loves this bike.
But it has had its fair share of chain problems, just because we ride hard and chains like to pop off. But now most of the bikes that we ride we've gotten down to, well, they all have chain guides. So
yeah, I like putting a chain guide on them, because if you ride hard enough, those chains get slack. Maybe not for some people, but
for us they do.
if you ride hard.
And then they'll break stuff like little guards. And
Yeah, chain comes off. You don't want that happening.
not in the front. You
so a great way to solve that problem is with one of those guides the chain around the sprocket and that you don't pop off.
So that's the Honda Crf80f 4-stroke. Great bike. No problems, man. They're bulletproof. Anyhow.